Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Power to Edu.
Today we will be discussing about the areas of plane figures which are usually in two dimension. Okay. For example, if this is an x-axis, this is y-axis, so this is known as 2D. Okay, two dimensional. Okay, as we know we have different type of triangles, so we have different types of formulas to calculate the area of that particular triangle. So first of all, we have this very basic formula when the length of the triangle is given. Length of the triangle is given. Okay, so let's suppose we have a triangle with sides ABC. So then we will apply this formula to get the area of that particular triangle, where S is equal to the semi-perimeter. Okay, perimeter is usually in 2D dimensional the outer surface. For example, if there is a circle, so the length of this circle will be known as the perimeter. In case of a triangle, length summation of this sides will give you the semi-perimeter, will give you the perimeter, and semi-perimeter will be equal to the half of that perimeter. So semi-perimeter will be half of the perimeter. We have other formula to calculate the area of a triangle, which is equal to half into base into height. So base is, this is the base and this is the height. So this is known as the height of that particular triangle. Okay, other we have when two sides and one angle is given. Okay, when two sides and one angle is given, so we'll apply this formula: 1 by 2 AB sin C, 1 by 2 BC sin A, 1 by 2 AC sin B. Two sides are given and the opposite angle is given. Okay, so we have other formula when circumradius is given. So we have discussed this circumradius in my previous topic. Okay, you can go to that and to watch what is circumradius. Okay, so area will be ABC by 4R when the sides are given, when the length of sides are given and the circumradius is given, then we will apply this formula. Okay, now we have other formula which is R into S. S is semi-perimeter as we have discussed, and R is the in radius. Same we have discussed in my previous video, you can go through that. Okay, when the triangle is equilateral, then we will apply this formula to calculate the area of that particular triangle, which is root 3 by 4 a square, and the altitude or the height of the equilateral triangle is given as root 3 by 2 a. Okay, very easy. Okay, moving to the quadrilateral. So a polygon with four sides is known as quadrilateral. We have discussed this in my previous section. You can go to that section to know the various quadrilaterals. Okay, so in general, for any quadrilateral, the area is given as 1 by 2 into diagonal into sum of the offsets drawn to the diagonals. Okay, okay, 1 by 2 into one of the diagonal which is given. Okay, and the sum of the offsets drawn to that diagonal. So for example, this is a quadrilateral and we have this diagonal given and this offset drawn to this 90 degree from this point, okay, to this. Okay, this will give you the area of quadrilateral triangle. Okay, for example, if we have this, then this 1 by 2 into AC, length of AC into length summation of length of BE and DF will give you the area of quadrilateral, any quadrilateral. Okay, for a cyclic quadrilateral, if we have a quadrilateral which is inscribed inside a circle, for that the area is given as S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, S minus D. Generally this formula is known as Heroin's formula. As we have discussed this formula is known as Heroin's formula. Okay, so here the length A, B, C, D, S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, S minus D under root. Okay, then where S is equal to the semi-perimeter, the length of all the sides of a triangle divided by 2. Okay, I think this is very easy. So moving to the next quadrilateral we have with us is area of a trapezium. Okay, so area of a trapezium is given as 1 by 2 into sum of parallel sides into distance between them. Sum of parallel sides into distance between them. Okay, so this is a trapezium where two sides are parallel and these two sides are not parallel to each other. These sides are known as oblique sides. So okay, I have discussed this in my previous video. If you want to know more about this, you can go to my previous video. Okay, so here 1 by 2, okay, the sum of the sides, parallel sides into the distance between those sides, okay, into AF will give you the area of a trapezium. Straight questions are asked in various competitive exam, so please remember this formula. Okay, now we have area of parallelogram. Okay, area of parallelogram is simply base into height. Okay, we have a parallelogram. Okay, this base into height. So this will give you the area of a parallelogram. Similarly, area of a rhombus will be equal to 1 by 2 into product of diagonals. Straight question is asked from this topic. If a rhombus is given, then the product of diagonals, half of the product of diagonals will give you the area of rhombus. Okay, area of rectangle is length into breadth. So this is a rectangle, this into this sides, this into this will give you the area of a rectangle. Area of a square, this is a square where all sides are equal. Okay, a into a, this will give you the side square, will give you the area of a square. Okay, next structure, circle we have with us. So in circle, area of a circle is given as pi r square, and this circumference, also the perimeter of a circle is known as circumference, is equal to the 2 pi r. Okay, okay, if you want to calculate the area of a particular sector which is making an angle of theta with center, so the area of this sector will be, this is theta part of 360 degree. So theta by 360 into pi r square will give you the area of that sector. Okay, and the length of this arc, if you want to calculate this length of this arc, so this is a part theta in 2 pi. 2 pi is 360, so theta by 360 into 2 pi r will give you the length of a arc. Okay, so next structure, ellipse. So this ellipse is basically a structure which is generally egg type, and this is known as semi-major axis, and this is the semi-minor axis. Okay, pi into a into b will give you the area of this ellipse. Okay, and the perimeter, this perimeter will be equal to pi into a plus b, which is pi times of sum of semi-minor and semi-major axis will give you the area perimeter of particular ellipse. Okay, if you have given with this, you can calculate area as well as perimeter of a structure. Okay, so thank you guys, thank you for watching, hope you like it. Please do like, subscribe and share, and post your comments for any doubt. Thank you so much guys.